Tonight, we take a brief look at the scope of the Johnny Depp trial, also the economic forecast of Cloud Kitchen, and then what you can do with a little-known search engine called Million Short.
This is DMS English News with Oren Andrade.
Much of the English-speaking world is following a court case involving two famous people. Actor Johnny Depp is famous for his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and Amber Heard is famous for her role as Mira in Aquaman. There's a long history of what made this trial famous. Let's take a look.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met on the set of The Rum Diary, with Depp playing a journalist obsessed with Heard's character, a woman engaged to another man. Depp and Heard started dating after the actor split from his longtime partner Vanessa Paradis. They didn't waste any time getting married, as not even a year after getting engaged, they exchanged their vows on February 5th, 2015. They got married on Depp's 44-acre private island in the Bahamas. In March of 2015, Depp reportedly got into an argument with Heard and proceeded to smash bottles, windows, and other items around the residence. In May of 2015, the couple faced legal trouble in Australia after local authorities found that Depp and Heard illegally brought their Yorkshire Terriers to the country when they failed to subject the dogs to Australia's 10-day quarantine. They could have faced a sentence of up to 10 years in prison, but were instead only required to issue an apology. They released a video in April of 2016 where they awkwardly apologized for violating the country's biosecurity codes by not declaring the dogs. Amber Heard filed for divorce on May 23, 2016, just 15 months after their marriage in the Bahamas. Heard would go on to file a temporary restraining order against Depp in May of 2016, claiming that Depp harmed Heard. They went their separate ways after the divorce was finalized, and it seemed like everything was calming down until December of 2018, when the Washington Post published an op-ed from Heard titled, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." Depp and his team filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife in March of 2019, where they argued that the claims made in the op-ed were categorically false. The lawsuit also suggests that Heard was actually the aggressor in the relationship and had abused Depp. Johnny Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, said that they had numerous eyewitness accounts as well as video and photographic evidence that proved that Heard was faking her claims of injuries. They submitted photos of broken glass, which Heard allegedly threw at him 1 month after their wedding, and photos of himself with black eyes and scratches on his face and body following an alleged attack by Heard. Since then, people close to Depp have taken his side, including Vanessa Paradis, with whom Depp spent 14 years in a romantic relationship. While Heard has not blatantly denied that she was also violent with Depp during their marriage, she has long painted herself as a victim of his abuse and claimed that he beat her before and during their 18-month marriage. She even wrote an opinion piece in the Washington Post about the alleged abuse. In April of 2019, she filed a motion to dismiss the complaint, stating that Depp became violent on numerous occasions during their relationship. The motion details more than examples of abuse by Depp, who she referred to as the monster when he would act that way. Now, the whole situation was further muddled in early 2020 when an audio from a 2015 therapy session involving the then couple was leaked online, where they both can be heard acknowledging their anger issues before both agree to put an end to the physical violence before things went too far.
A defamation trial is about a person who's been accused of wrongdoing which will affect his or her reputation. Let's look at a few key words that can affect any culture. The MeToo movement, the need to protect one's reputation, and narcissism. Number 1, the MeToo movement.
MeToo is essentially about survivors supporting survivors, and it's really about community healing and community action. Although we can't define what healing looks like for people, we can set the stage and give people the resources to have access to healing. I had a 7th grade girl, 12 years old, say to me once that her boyfriend was 21 years old. And I thought, that's not a relationship, like that's a crime. We put our MySpace page up, and within days, and there was no such thing as viral back then, But if there was, this would be as close to that as possible. Within like a week or so, we had so many responses from women who were like, thank you for doing this. This is really amazing. How can we be involved? We need help. And we realized this is bigger than what we thought.
Number 2, the need to protect one's reputation, better known as crisis management. It's what companies have used going back as far as the Johnson & Johnson Company when the name of their Tylenol brand was called into question in the 1980s. Due process prevents people from making claims without evidence, like having medical records.
Are you going to go to the doctor? Are you okay? Are you going to go to the hospital, Amber?
Johnny Depp was successful in clearing his name. The jury decided unanimously. However, after the trial, this court case is still in the public eye. The defendant is still trying to make her case. It appears that she cannot own up to her behavior. She cannot admit fault.
They thought you were lying.
I'll put it this way. How could they make a judgment? How could they not come to that conclusion? They had sat in those seats and heard over 3 weeks of nonstop, relentless testimony from paid employees and, towards the end of the trial, randos.
This is where narcissism comes into play.
You may ask yourself, what's up with that guy? Or why does she act that way? The reality is that a small percentage of people are fundamentally different. They may have a personality disorder that limits their ability to function normally in relationships and work. According to a medical reference called the DSM-5, someone with narcissistic personality disorder may score highly on traits like having an exaggerated sense of self-importance, expecting to be recognized as superior even without achievements that warrant it, having an extreme sensitivity to criticism, exaggerating accomplishments and talents, being preoccupied with fantasies about success, brilliance, or beauty, requiring constant attention and admiration, exploiting others to get what they want, not recognizing the needs and feelings of others, being envious of others and believing others envy them, and behaving in an arrogant or patronizing manner. If these traits sound familiar, it may be because people with narcissistic personality disorder can appear to be successful in business and politics. Initially, they may seem driven, confident, and charming, but over time, they often cause problems because they have an overwhelming need to feel and appear superior.
Cloud Kitchen has released its global market report. It is expected to grow from $52 billion in 2021 to $58 billion in 2022. That's a growth of over 11%.
Here's how it works. You'll rent a cloud kitchen, fit with basic equipment, so you can customize it to your needs. We'll provide the tech to track your orders without a hitch. Your customer places an order. No matter which app they used, you'll accept all your delivery orders through one single tablet. Then, you'll do the cooking. With just a few backhouse staff members, you're good to go. As soon as you mark it as complete, our team will take care of the rest to fulfill the order and make sure it gets into the hands of the right driver. Thanks to our proprietary technology and fulfillment services, your order gets delivered faster and more accurately, which means lots of happy customers.
Because of the increase in the number of smartphone users, increasing demand for online food services is expected to drive the growth of the cloud kitchen market. Million Short makes it easy to discover sites that just don't make it to the top of search engine results for whatever reason. Whether it be poor SEO, a new site, small marketing budget, or competitive keywords, the Million Short technology gives users access to the wealth of untapped information on the web. That does it for our news. If you have a news story, please be sure to share it. Have a good night.